Hello,
Oh, nice to meet you.
how are you?
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
I love that answer. Wow. Okay, so what's your name
My name is Ahmed.
and where are you from?
I'm from Iraq.
All right. So my name is Izzy.
What? Nice to meet you. Where are you
Yes,
from?
I am from the United States, from the state of
Welcome to
India.
you.
Yeah. All right. You're listening?
Are you tutor or just native speaker?
Uh, um, am I a tutor? Yes.
Yes. Oh, nice to meet you.
Yes, nice to meet you too. Can I ask you why the interest in learning English? What's it for?
Let's meet to introduce myself. My name is Ahmed. I'm from Iraq. I'm English teacher. I teach English in the primary school.
Makes sense.
I,
What's so funny? Oh my goodness.
okay. I teach English in primary school.
Hmm.
So I want to improve my English language with native speaker. I look for the stories. Okay, let's me discuss about the four essential words. This books for the pollination.
Sure.
Did you did you know about this words for pollination?
Pollination? No.
Uh, this English publication who is write six series of books for the four essential words. Uh, every books one contained 13 units. Every units contained 20 words with the definition and every and put these words in the stories and to give you example and example about how to explain that words. Okay. Okay, Miss Liz, how can I improve my English language? Is there a specific way or just practice? Listen to the.
Okay.
Hmm.
I feel like with everybody it's a little bit different. Okay. Some people can hear it and pick it up really well. Some people do really well reading it or just speaking it. For me, it's speaking. When it comes to Spanish, really practicing every day the spoken skills really helps me. Now, I will say this, and this is going to sound a little weird, but thankfully somebody said the other day before I said anything, they practice in front of the mirror, or they'll practice, excuse me, like having a conversation with themselves. So just out loud speaking.
I actually, or be honest, I don't like to make conversation with myself. It's
Okay,
difficult to do that. It's different between to speak the person. I prefer to another person to make conversation with me to
right.
ask different question. Every person have different thoughts or ideas or good things or specific question. It's
Okay.
better to practice English with a native speaker or people who want to learn English.
Understandable, yeah, for sure. I mean, it doesn't, that technique wouldn't work with everybody. I understand that. I won't lie to you. I have done it a couple of times, but then I feel weird because I'm like I'm speaking to myself. So typically, I only speak with other Spanish speakers because the truth is, I don't even live in the States. I live in a different country, a Spanish speaking country called Guatemala. So I've had
Mm.
the advantage of speaking to people in their native language, which is Spanish, and that's how I've learned a lot of mine. Now, yeah, I would just say practice in any way that you can. Somebody that told me that he pretty much learned English on his own.
Uh, should I follow the four skills to learn to improve my English language, or just the specific skills? That's mean listening and speaking.
I mean, whatever you think would work for you. I would
Mm.
say the listening and speaking would really help. If you already done the work on paper, like vocabulary, grammar, then don't focus on staying on that still. Practice the
Okay.
spoken.
Okay. I'm sorry to interrupt your speech
Right.
because so much and we don't have much time, short time. Is there a specific way to practice with English language and our brains to automatically learn the language, or just practice to learn the and the brains to bring the phrases or vocabularies or words?
Yeah, the latter.
Mm.
You'd have to
Yeah.
practice.
Well, I think it's a brain. It's designed to automatically to deal with the language. If you want to practice and use it to automatically to learn the words or other phrases or expressions.
You think the brain is automatically capable of
Yeah.
doing that?
Yes.
Of learning?
Yes. Learning. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
100%.
Learning automatically. Yes.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay. Short stories. It's suitable to me.
I would say in the beginning, if you already know them like that, then you need to read longer books or paragraphs, something like that.
Mm.
Hmm.
Okay. Sometimes I listen to the podcast like Coffee Break English or BBC or CNN or another YouTube channel, but I not understand what they are talking about, or sometimes to catch up the some phrases or some sentences or
Yeah.
words, but not all the text to understand it. Pick up some expressions or words or sentences.
Okay. Yeah. I would just say if you have any time to just practice on your own, that'd be great. And then if you can practice with any other native speakers, that would also be great. What I would say is if you feel like you lack specifically some vocabulary words to the point where you can't express everything you'd like to say,
Mm.
um, work on extra on like vocabulary that you don't know. I wouldn't say stick to it wholeheartedly, but every week you specifically go online and look at the dictionary or whatever and look for words that you don't know and memorize them. Know them, practice them in sentences, things like that. That way you can, you know, verbally be able to speak more
Okay.
advanced and fluently.
Back to the 4,000 essential words. Do you think it's useful for me?
4,000?
4,000 words, 4,000 essential words.
Well, I'm sure you know the majority of those by now.
Huh?
I'm sure you know the majority of those by now if you're able to speak in English.
I think it's use so many different words to explain something, and huge words, vocabularies, and explain the daily routine, everything in the life, everything you want to describe, everyone to talk about every it's and the story. Let me tell you about why I like this books, because to give us a story about every 20 words. That's me
Hmm.
make me the first story in this books, a line and rabbit. We're talking about the we use these words to how to learn you how to use these words in the sentences or describe something like a cruel, afraid, well, great, finally arrived, heading, plight, bottom, pleased, trick, clever, like this. Should I
Yeah.
just read the story or just or save this story in my mind or memorize this story?
You don't have to memorize a story as long
Uh,
like you need to just understand it. So if there
uh,
are words
I,
that you don't
mm,
understand, go
yes, I understand it. Yes,
okay.
you don't need to save this story.
I don't think so, no.
Hmm. Okay. Let me ask you about the APA. That means the sound of the. Do you think it's useful for me? Should I save this APA?
ABA, where's that from?
Phonetics chart.
Um if you would like to do that, you can. Yeah. I don't think it's
Sure.
necessary to learn English though.
Do you think it's necessary for me because I'm English teacher?
Oh, maybe so. Yeah, yeah, you're right, actually.
Huh.
Maybe.
Should
Yeah.
I save this?